Hello, and welcome to the most anticipated late-night television show on Nigerian television. Yes, I'm talking about The Black Table, and I'm going to be your host this evening. My name is Olamide. Of course, every Friday night we're here, and we try to dissect the most interesting things that have happened over the week and hopefully give justice to it. And of course, I do not do this alone every Friday evening. I've got the most amazing people in the world. I'm talking about men who do not, they don't play with their words. They give, they give it to you straightforward. They say it the way it is. They're unfiltered and they're very real. And of course, I'm going to be introducing them one at a time. I'll be starting with my very good friend. I've known him for quite a while, and is a man of many disciplines. We call him the navigator here. We call him...
You didn't just call me that.
We call him the navigator here. Of course, he's a diplomat also, and I'll be voting for him when he finally runs for in a political position. Deck.
I'm not running for any position.
Everybody needs a deck.
Thank you so much for having me once again. You already know. How you doing?
Very
Rich
good.
Uncle, how
Very
about
good.
Oh, all right.
Good to see you.
And of course, the man who has been taking notes for the past couple of weeks.
And the brand that makes the pen
for
with the
very
notes,
good
please let us
reasons,
know.
because when you're on
Deck
the
has
show,
been spilling.
Deck gives us wisdom, and of course, if you're smart and you're wise enough, you need to be able to take those things down,
Jot
jot
things
them down.
down.
Very wise, wise
You need to
things.
jot things down,
So, Rich Uncle, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
How's
I'm here
your
with my
week been?
pen. Fantastic as always.
And the man that needs no introduction, we all know him to be the man
The mayor.
who is the mayor of Agungi.
Come on.
Mayor of Agungi 1.
The mayor.
The man,
Make way.
the what's the word? What's the word?
There's
How
no
do you
word.
put it? Okay.
The man,
He
the
says
enigma.
The most faithful man
the
in Lagos.
faithful man in Lagos.
In Lagos.
The man that is so manly, they had to name him Gang.
But wait,
Yes,
wait.
guys
If
are men.
It's so many.
There's an
Yeah.
extra
They
one.
had to,
No,
they had
The
to
man that
make
has
one
only
person.
cheated death and has not cheated anything else.
That's
but
a new one.
but you know
we
the
need
funny
to know
thing?
down on
when
down.
you,
things
say,
down.
when you say that the most faithful man in Lagos, does this mean that when it's outside
Lagos. See, we're in Lagos. Let's just stick to Lagos.
All right.
Let's just stay there.
Let's stick to
Let's just-
Lagos.
When we're in
Lagos.
other states, we can
Yeah.
talk about
Let's stick to
Okay.
Lagos.
One
I
of
mean,
these days we should shoot this episode in Ibadan. Then we'll see how faithful.
so we should plan to do a version
should.
of the Black
think
Table
that
Definitely.
somewhere
coming to
else,
that.
and then perhaps we'll hear something else. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Yep.
It's been quite the week, and we've got quite a lot of things to talk about on the show tonight. And I can only tell you, be warned. This is a warning. We're putting it out there.
Disclaimer.
It's a disclaimer. Whatever we say, it is because we are influenced by a certain type of libation. So please forgive us. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, the Black Table starts properly. All right, welcome back. It's still the Black Table, and of course, you can join the show on YouTube. We're on YouTube Live. It's at TVC Entertainment _TV. And of course, you can follow our Instagram page. It's new. It's the_black_table_on then _TVC. I know it's a mouthful, but it's just the Black Table on TVC with all the underscores right in between. Welcome, guys. It's great to be alive. It's great to be here today because there was a particular guy who put out a message that the world was ending on the 25th of April, which was yesterday. Did you guys see that message?
Yeah, I did.
You saw the video, right?
I saw it, but
Yeah.
I saw the video yesterday, and I was like,
So you're kind of scared though, be honest.
Scared,
Now,
no?
He didn't allow you
you know how
to
many?
prepare.
Do you know? See, we're old enough to have experienced so many world-ending stories and statements.
True.
Remember Millennium?
Millennium.
Yeah,
Millennium.
time?
exactly.
That millennium was
Exactly.
even epic. And
Exactly.
I think that millennium was actually interesting because at least something actually happened. I think we had like the solar eclipse around that time.
You know.
So it was really scary.
And
Yeah.
there's some pretty interesting movies that were coming out in
Yeah.
Hollywood then.
Yeah.
But that's not our first quick fire. I'm just like thankful that, we're
That
up
did not
here.
happen, and we're here.
Because if the
Maybe
world...
the world has ended, and we were still.
Oh, the guy called the
Left
rapture.
behind. Jesus.
Wow. Man.
Left behind.
So wait, what? I don't understand.
Okay, I don't
Some of our pastors are still here now. What's going on?
Oh
Wait,
my
wait,
God.
wait, wait, wait.
You went
Pause,
there.
pause. So wait, you think your pastors will make it and you will not? There's a scripture that even says, I can't remember. I'll find the scripture that even says
Oh my God.
that on Judgment Day, some people will be will tell God that look at me and this, and God would like, and the pastors mentioned would actually say that you never did this in my name and some other things. So
That's true.
don't look at pastors and feel as if they're better
No,
than
no,
you
we're
and
just
they're more
teasing.
than-
Thank you very much, gang, for the word of.
Mayor, pastor.
I don't know if I should call it wisdom or direction, but thank you. But that isn't our first quickfire today. But our first quickfire is coming from story that was out during the week, and it has to do with a lecturer who was caught pants down.
Literally.
A lecturer, yes, it was caught pants
Literally
down.
pants down.
Literally with his pants down.
Yeah.
And he was caught trying to get down with a fellow a student, a married student. A married student. And unfortunately for him, there were many people who had it recorded and crazy stuff. But it brings me to my time while I was in university, and I just wanted to ask
Why did you
you
have to go
guys.
there?
No, I
Why?
had to go there because I had a very interesting lecturer.
This
a
concerns
very
me.
interesting lecturer who eventually ended up in a documentary.
Whoa,
yes,
are
he
you
did.
serious?
Grades?
Oh yeah, Igbinigu. Yeah, he was my lecturer.
Are
and
you
He ended up, and I do feel for women. I don't think men understand the trauma that some of these young girls go through while they're in uni. Trying to.
Some guys actually go
Yeah.
through the trauma as well.
How
There
do
are
men go through it?
female lecturers who actually go that way as well.
And you think that's traumatic?
Yes, it is traumatic.
It is.
Why,
It is?
why should it be traumatic to a lady and not traumatic to a guy?
But in the
Because
world of
I think-
There are
equality,
things that happen in the university we don't even want to go into.
Wow.
You don't want to go into it. And that's
Okay,
a fact.
I'm gonna ask Gang this. Do you think that's traumatic for a young boy?
It is. It is. It's just that there's
It's
a
like-
double standard.
Yeah,
There's a
absolutely.
double standard in life where people just feel as if men are seen a certain type of way. Men cannot be raped
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
and influenced and done others duress and other things
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
I wish our former host was here. He should have insights into male and male.
Shots fired.
Since he's not and he's watching from home.
Okay.
That's
So,
what,
but
I'm sorry, we're sending
that's
a
what
message
we
at the
need
end
to.
of the
He
show.
needs to come and defend himself.
He
But in
will.
all
He will
honesty,
eventually.
it's, especially now from outside Nigeria, you
Yeah.
have situations whereby male people are being harassed by male professors.
Oh, yes,
By
yes.
male
Absolutely.
lecturers as well.
Wow. You know what?
I'm
While I was
glad you
in school.
So sorry.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were talking about the fact that the double standards and all of that. It's like you're saying that boys can't be molested.
No. Don't get me wrong.
you understand what I'm
just
saying?
looking at it from the point that, at least as a young boy in university, you're probably like 16 or 17. I feel, and I might be wrong, most boys might be excited about my lecturer likes
Yeah,
me.
yeah, but the fact that
I'm
they're
just saying
excited
that.
doesn't mean.
However,
It still doesn't change the fact
you guys
that they
are
were taking
spot on.
advantage of.
Yeah, you guys are
Doesn't.
spot on.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's not exciting for a young lady that a matured guy is actually telling her that he likes her? He wants
I
to be
don't
with
think
her?
I don't think women find things like that exciting, especially when there's a role of
You do know
there's
that
a
there are
power
girls-
role thing going on.
So hold on. You do know that there are girls who literally don't want to date younger people. They want
No,
to date
yes,
older
I do
people.
know that, and I'm not
Facts.
disputing that, but I'm just saying that when it comes from a place of authority and power, whereby, like a lecturer, like this guy who was caught with his
how
pants
many
down,
of these lecturers do you think actually use force to get these girls?
a lot of them manipulate those girls.
Yes.
A lot of them promise
do
them
that.
grades.
But
A
do
lot
you
of
think
them-
that the first point of call for a lecturer to somebody is force?
No, I don't think so. I
Exactly.
don't
That's
think
what I'm
so.
saying. So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, for whatever it is, some level of I like you. Let me buy this for you. Let me do this for you. You're supposed to fail this stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm going to give you this mark. Must have gone on. Now the girl resists and says, "Sir, I don't want this," and all of that. Then threats begin to come in.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Looks
so what
like you've been a lecturer before.
no,
Because you have the whole method sorted out.
let me tell you why I said I didn't want you to go into this.
Yeah.
And yes, you're correct. I'm not a lecturer. I've never been a lecturer before, but I have experienced something like this before. In high school. I'll tell you.
Can you tell us what happened exactly?
You
Because
remove your-
I'm very curious.
Why you
I'm
remove
very
your
curious.
pen?
I wanna know.
I'm interested in this.
So this is very, very interesting and very weird at the same time because, so I met this girl, right? We're supposed to be dating in school at the time. This girl really liked me.
Did you tell her you were dating her? Because you were supposed to be dating.
We were supposed to, because I thought we were dating at the
Okay.
time,
But
right?
she didn't know.
But I didn't know that we were kind of not dating.
Okay.
All right? Because
Yeah.
apparently she was dating a lecturer.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
when I found out, because the girl likes me very much, she started begging me. I said, why are you begging me? You are dating a lecturer.
already.
This lecturer can literally mess me up.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
life. Don't do this.
Please, I'm begging you, go after this guy.
go.
So this girl calls me
Yeah.
and is crying, calls the lecturer and starts crying that my boyfriend has found out. So apparently the lecturer knew that she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
So the lecturer calls me and tells me to come and see him at the office. So I go to the office. I listen to this crazy stuff. I'm telling you, like this guy calls me and tells me that he understands that I'm young and all of that, but that I can see that he's now old. Are you trying the lecturer? You know, like you can see that. You know, I'm old. You know, I don't really have the steez and the finesse that you have. You're young. You're this. Leave this girl for me now.
Are you joking?
So
I'm telling you, real life story. I'm not. I said I was in shock. I was
I'm
like,
like,
I was
I
looking.
live on.
I said, guy.
I live on.
I tell the lecturer, I said, sir, please, I can drive her to your house.
straight.
I will bring her to you, sir.
Straight.
I said, I don't want anything to do with this
up,
person.
bro. Straight
This
up.
guy shook me like this. He even said that he wants to send me money. I said, sir,
There's
please
no
don't
need.
send me
It's
money, sir.
okay.
I'm
No, no,
okay.
no.
I'm all right like this.
You can have her.
I'm telling you.
You can have
Do you know
her.
what this girl did?
Oh, what did she do?
I'll tell you in the next episode of The Black Table.
In the next episode of Deck Said.
Deck one set.
Once said. Thank you for the correction. Talking about corrections, you guys heard about the story that happened in Abuja. The young girl that was video bullying another student and how it all escalated. And a few things transpired after the video was made public. And I think we all are, you know, not okay. We all are parents. I don't know about. I can't speak for Deck because his seeds are scattered everywhere. But but as parents, I feel it's a very sensitive situation. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the reaction of the aunt of the girl who was bullied.
Yeah, that was
Because
the one that slapped the girl, right?
And you know, I felt that was not necessary, especially knowing that girl was also a minor.
Yeah.
And if we were in a other society, I mean, that could be a criminal situation.
So here, the thing is, in that situation, so let me be clear. I'm not supporting her. Let me first throw that one in front. But you see, when people get emotional, there's no telling what they do.
Of course.
There's no telling what they do. And then when you look at that from the context of that auntie, my sister's kid or brother's kid is in the school, we're spending money to train this girl. Somebody will now slap her and they now videotaped it. Aside from the fact that somebody slapped the kid, it was also very embarrassing for her.
Yeah.
I do not support the fact that she slapped the girl, but I can look the other way. Because, I mean, you slapped somebody, they slapped you back. It's okay. It's very, very okay. However, I'm not saying it's right, but it's fine.
Well, for me, my concern was the level at which I was looking at adults bringing out their phones
Exactly.
to record this young girl.
No, but I told you guys this thing
Like
before.
she was now one big celebrity in town.
No, but that's what...
They were all over her
That's
recording.
what Nigeria's turned to.
And then, so
That's what
for me,
Nigeria's-
that was number one. I started asking myself questions like, is it because there was a recording of the bullying that went down that this is a big deal? Right? That's number one. That is being made a big deal. Because if you look at the school, are you trying to tell us that this is the first time a bullying incident has happened in that school?
I don't think so.
Or is the first time that it was captured? Now, there are two things, because we've discussed this thing when my kids were in primary school, before my daughter went to secondary school. We've discussed these things in PTA meetings, and we tried to come from different angles why these things happen. I went to an all-boys school. You have no idea what I experienced and things that I saw.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it from the angle of the child that's being bullied and the bully themselves. Because the girl has her own family, she has her own parents as well. And as much as the girl was saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and then was slapped by the aunt in front of everybody on camera, there are different ways to judge this.
You know what? Talking about the aunt slapping, the girl, someone said something to me, and it was very funny. Yes, it's not supposed to be funny, but it was funny. The person said, okay, the aunt reacting that way, slapping that girl, shows why the other girl that was receiving the slap wasn't reacting, because maybe slapping is normal in their home.
That's what I'm saying.
And I thought about them, like, what?
That's what
For
I'm
real?
saying, because I've asked this question in a meeting. I said, how do you handle, everybody talks about the person that was bullied, but how do you handle the bully? What environment is that person
No, it's
growing
even
into?
both ways now.
What mental state is that person going in? What are her experiences in her home?
Yeah.
So many other things. What has she experienced in life? Maybe some people actually bully because of the bullying they received as well.
Yeah.
So I just
Most
feel
probably.
at the end of the day, they need to be very cautious in how they handle this situation.
Yeah.
So I'm
So that-
going to speak about this in 3 points. The first point is this: the auntie's reaction can be said to be, an
Emotional
expression
reaction, yeah.
of
Yeah, reaction.
How she was
yeah.
just feeling at that
outburst
point.
of emotions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Now, there's no way you would see your niece or your family member slapped so many times. If you had seen the video,
Oh, of course.
it will definitely erupt in a lot of emotions. All right.
Yeah.
However, that can also be said. The reaction of the auntie can also be said to be bullying.
Of
as
course.
well.
Yeah.
That can also be said. I was just going to say,
Because
she just became
yeah,
the
because,
person she was
because
fighting.
exactly,
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
fighting
The person she was
somebody
fighting.
and you are also
Doing the same
doing
thing.
the same thing
Yeah.
that the person
Imagine,
did.
imagine if you were the
All right.
parent of the girl that was doing
Exactly.
the
You
bullying,
won't accept
and then they
that.
slapped her
You
in
won't
your
accept
presence,
that.
and then
No
you
matter
slapped
what the girl
aunt.
has done, you
You
won't
understand?
accept
It
that.
becomes an eye
Because
for an
number
eye.
one, you must understand that that girl is a minor. Forget.
Exactly,
I don't
exactly
want to
my
know
thoughts.
whatever it is that she did.
Yes.
Whether or not she killed somebody, she is a minor.
And
Let
the
the
school
law take
and
its
the law
course.
should have,
Do you
ways of
understand what I'm
dealing with
saying?
things like that,
Now, at that place where that girl was slapped, I was made to understand that the Minister of Women Affairs was on
right
ground.
there. Yeah, she was there.
So if the authorities were already on ground, you didn't have a right to even
Take
approach
justice
her
in-
first.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk more of slap her. That's
Yeah.
one. Two, we must understand that a lot of these bullies got this thing from somewhere.
Yeah.
The first is you must understand that I personally, as an adult, I have seen a guy, my friend, who is supposed to be a matured guy who has kids at home, who is a bully.
Real.
Yes, I checked this guy out and I told him, I said, if you ever try this with anybody, I will personally beat you myself. And it became an issue. But I realized that he doesn't know how to be himself if he
Doesn't know
doesn't bully
any other
people.
way.
He doesn't, that's just the way it is.
Doesn't know any other
Okay.
way.
So other people come into the group and they find out that this guy is either throwing shades at someone or
Okay.
trying to belittle someone. I realized that that's the only way that he
knows
makes
how to
himself
communicate
look
and feel okay.
feel okay. Like
Wow.
he makes him look like he's on top. Now, I'm trying to understand how his children will be if he is like that. He will probably feel or teach his children that this is the right way to go. They will go to school and they will also bully
Yeah.
people. So the background is also very key. That's two. Number three, which is the final, is what you must understand. The way you also teach your children to react is very important.
Important, yes.
That girl, for me, was a bit docile. For her to sit down there and receive slap, she could have left the place. She could have screamed. She could have cried.
defended herself.
She could have defended herself. She could have done a number of things.
Okay.
Which also leads to communication with your children. You must be able to talk to your children and say, this and this is what you should do
Okay,
in
I
certain
want to
situations.
play the devil's advocate.
You know.
Now, yeah, I said something earlier about the bully, but now I want to speak about the child.
The child, yeah.
The child will receive the slaps. What if it's normal for her to receive slaps at home too? That's why she just didn't react.
No, possibly, but
No, no, no.
I'm just saying, because the aunt
I won't
reacted with a
see.
slap
I will not be
fist. I'm just
surprised.
saying.
I will not be surprised that she receives those slaps
at home.
because number one, that girl did not. She did not even flinch.
Yeah, she
didn't.
wasn't
She
reacting.
was receiving the slap and she was like, "Yeah, when you're done, you leave." But what you must understand is that this thing triggered a lot of people. It triggered me myself. So people, look, see, we can sit down here and blame the auntie for doing that. But when you keep playing that in your head, it will trigger emotions.
You know, the truth is this. Whatever way we want to analyze it or give our different opinions, what has happened wasn't right.
Oh, yeah.
No child deserves to be bullied.
Absolutely.
And
I
you know,
agree
there
with you,
should be
but
a lot of corrective
There's
measures.
a small but there.
Oh, okay. What's the but then?
Did you go to secondary school?
So that's a funny
Yeah,
question.
I agree with you. I agree
No,
with
no,
you.
see,
I
listen.
did.
Do you know, listen,
I
told
did.
you, I went to an all-boys school. Do you know what boys go through in school?
Are you telling me?
If all I chopped was slap, I would have been happy.
Oh, you missed.
This
you
was a
missed
senior.
the
See my
memo.
hand. See my hand. This was a senior. Senior asked us
This-
to do this on the floor
See.
overnight.
This
This
trigger,
is
this,
my mom came to school.
this
I was
triggering
begging my
that-
mom, please,
Take
you
me.
cannot go.
Take me
and
away.
meet the
listen,
senior.
this
Because
triggering
we
that
go
you
and
said
meet the
now
senior and you go
just
back.
triggered
You don't
something
be.
in me.
Wow.
You understand?
So you need to know.
I chopped slap from one of my former principals. When I had left the school, when I had grown to an adult, when the day I heard he died, I was almost happy.
Wow.
I was like, this is not that idiot that slapped me one time in school. Do you understand? Papa, slap.
Wow.
So what I always tell
We have chopped
what I
it now.
teach my own children is you should never be the aggressor. However, if somebody
always
brings
defend
it,
yourself.
if somebody brings it, let them know you're at home.
Let them know you have to.
No, it's,
All right, guys. I think this is something that it's happening everywhere around the world, and it will continue to
Oh, yeah,
happen.
absolutely.
But we just need to find.
So
the
what
most
I think we
sensible
should do
way. But we
is-
need to move
No,
on to the
I know.
next quick fire.
Let me just quickly say this. The government also needs to step into schools to check this. And I'll tell you why. You see, this is one of the issues that happened with the whole, Dowen College thingy and all of
Yeah,
that.
how it led.
So it is important to understand that these things can cause death as well.
Yes, definitely.
So it is
And
that important to deal with. We need to look at it. The
something
Ministry
that
of
shouldn't be-
Education needs to do something about it as well.
Yeah.
So
I just
that's
don't
it.
think the government should close down schools immediately.
no,
after
no,
this
that's
and
not
this
the
incident.
solution now.
That doesn't solve
That's not the
anything, and,
solution.
they
That
don't get
changes
proper
nothing.
investigation. But moving
Changes
something a bit different from what we just talked about, I'll talk quick fire to this very interesting thing. I'm a huge fan of Megan Thee Stallion, by the way, and it's not just because of her music. If
no,
you
we know.
If you know, you
If
know.
you know, you know.
If
We
you
know.
know, you know.
She's in the news again.
Oh, yes, she's in the
Oh,
news. So
interesting.
Megan Thee Stallion has been hit with a lawsuit by our former cameraman claiming he was forced to watch her have sex.
I don't understand.
No, please say that
Okay,
again.
so
Was it forced
I
or
repeat
was
this.
asked to take videos?
I'm just going to read the
No,
whole
to
scenario to you.
watch.
Megan Thee
Not
Stallion.
not to record it.
Did they time down?
No. They were in the vehicle. So he says Megan Thee Stallion was hit with a lawsuit by former cameraman claiming he was forced to watch her have sex. Now, this story is a very interesting one. Let me see if I can read out something. So, yes, Megan Thee Stallion is facing allegations of harassment and a hostile work environment from her ex-cameraman, who alleges that she made him watch her engage in sexual activities.
Oh, wait, let me-
According to court documents obtained by at NBC, Megan Thee Stallion's former cameraman, Emilio Garcia, claims he was trapped inside a moving vehicle with the rapper while she was engaging in sexual activities with another woman. So
With
yeah,
another woman?
that's
Oh,
just
it's
in a
woman?
nutshell. Yeah.
Context.
Wait, let me ask you a question, please.
Yes, sir.
So that means that she doesn't have a cameraman right now. Because Rich Uncle won't mind that job position. Like,
Rich Uncle is very good with
he's very
cameras,
good
by
with
the way.
cameras,
He's got
by the
loads
way.
of them.
Like his
No, but my question is, so this guy is angry that he gets to film Megan and
Megan
another
Thee
woman.
Stallion.
No, he wasn't filming. He was just
It was just
there.
there. He just
in
there.
the
He had to
car
watch.
while they were.
Megan Thee Stallion, if you need another camera,
Oh, you're volunteering. Wow.
0p.
No pay.
I thought I have more hands of gang.
No.
Are you sure? No. Okay, what about you?
No, I don't do such.
Megan.
We don't do such. We don't
You
do
know what?
such.
So he-
Rich Uncle, you're not alone in this. I'm with
so,
you.
so he
He
sat,
wants to hold camera. Me, I want to be in the
so he
shots.
sat
You
down.
want to be the shot?
He wants to hold camera. Me, I want to be in the shots.
Because it's outside of
he
Lagos.
sat down. The guy, he sat down and he was watching Megan Thee Stallion go at another
Yeah,
woman.
let me continue with so
he's
that there's a
suing.
bit more clarity. Yes.
Wow.
So according to the documents, the incident took place around June 2022 when Garcia was on tour with Megan and they were in Ibiza, Spain. Lucy continues to allege that after a night out while riding in a SUV, suddenly Stallion and one other woman started having sex right beside Garcia. According to the documents, Garcia could
First
not get
person's
out
view.
of the car
Why would
as
I
it was
want
both moving and he was in the middle of nowhere in a foreign country.
Why would you want to get out of the car? Let's start from there.
Okay, so let's say he's swinging the other side.
Because that has to be the, because I don't understand.
No, but let's to be honest.
We need to observe decorum.
No. These are the double standards again that we talk about. Because if it was a different situation,
Yes.
whereby a woman was forced to watch a
Problem.
man engaging in this action,
You would have been arrested
it
already.
would have been a different story as well. So sometimes certain things that men think that they're enjoying, they don't know they're being abused, they don't know they're being harassed, they don't know that they're being raped or different scenarios because you just think you're enjoying it. You know, not to deviate back to our old story, but what popped up in my mind was almost like the R. Kelly situation.
Right.
Whereby some girls are with an older man thinking they're having fun, he didn't force me, but they tell the girls, because of your age, this is what is happening to you.
Okay.
You're having a great time. Some of them even think they're in love and head over heels with an older man.
Yes.
But they'll tell you, because of your age, this is what it means.
Statutory rape. That's what
So
they call
this
it.
guy, maybe, you don't know, maybe he wanted to join and Megan said no. Keep
Exactly.
watching.
That I was.
There's different conditions.
Okay, so let me just finish up the whole thing so that we
Okay.
have a broader understanding of it. Garcia claims the incident made him feel uncomfortable, and in his words, he says, "I was kind of frozen, and I was shocked at the kind of audacity that was going on right beside him."
Without him.
Yes, so he says he went on to speak to Megan Thee Stallion the next day, and she told him, "Don't ever discuss what you saw." Before she allegedly berated and directed him by calling him a fat blah blah blah. Okay. I can't say.
She deserves to be
I can't
sued.
say all of that. So
Oh, she deserves to be sued.
body shaming and all of
Because
that.
I feel like that
I
should
see
have
what-
ended when when he told her, I apologize. I'm
But
so sorry. That would have ended
let's
it.
put ourselves individually in this situation.
Yes.
Now, it's not Megan Thee Stallion. It's just a random person, your friend, someone that you cool with or a colleague or whatever, and you're in the vehicle, and it's a moving vehicle, and then she's making out with a girl, or let's even make it worse, a guy, and then you're right there. How would you feel? Rich uncle.
Megan Thee Stallion, once again, if you need a cameraman. So first off, I don't understand how two adults, nobody's raping anybody, right? I'm in the vehicle, they are smashing beside me. I will watch. I mean, that's free content. I will watch. Like, I'm
Free
not-
adult content.
Free adult. I'm not. I mean, like, and I will not sue because I enjoy watching. Like, whoa, that's what's going on. I don't understand. But then again, I do respect the fact that there are people that don't like. Why are you doing this beside me? I'm not one of those people.
Yeah.
Please, if you are in the car with me and you want to make out with your partner, just let me know so I can park and watch. If I'm the one driving, that's all.
Deck, it's
All right.
your turn. You're in the same scenario.
so there are two things, right? If I'm in the car, obviously, I mean, in his situation, he wasn't driving; he was literally in the car, right, trapped in the car, right. So there are two things. Number one, if she is, jiving with a girl, right, I will watch.
For scientific reasons.
Wait, I will watch.
For scientific reasons.
For experience, so that I can come to the black table, I come and gist you guys.
I see Megan.
I see Megan.
Details.
All right, but if it's with a guy, I will definitely feel uncomfortable, and that's a fact.
You
I
feel?
will, I will feel uncomfortable because
Okay.
it's a guy now. I come on, get a room now, right? And if I tell you, all right, and you speak to me the way she spoke to him, I will sue you. Yes, I will sue you.
All right, gang,
Yeah.
what's your take on it?
Okay. I've been in a situation where a guy and a girl they didn't care who was around and decided to just engage in some funny activities.
Okay.
I couldn't stay there.
So you left?
Of course.
Guy,
I couldn't
sorry,
stay
you won't stay there.
Yeah, I graduated
Listen.
from University of Lagos. That was a normal thing.
I couldn't. No. See,
Okay.
That
I
was a
couldn't
normal
stay
thing.
there.
Okay.
I couldn't stay there and watch it Do you understand?
Were you ashamed that the guy might underperform or overperform? Like
No, see, then I was in the world and of the world. So I was more like uncomfortable in the case that it's like watching live pornography.
Ooh,
And I'm like, why? What am I going to gain by watching
Exactly.
this?
You're not
You
going to
understand?
join.
Here's the funny thing. Similar to that, you're like, this is not for me, so I'm out of there. But now here's another thing. Because Megan has that celebrity status now, and we know what she's known for, it now presents a kind of kinky situation where you're like, oh, this girl and another girl, why not
go
stay
watch
there
it.
and see what can happen or what may happen?
I go watch.
You know what? Either ways,
But you
I don't
watch,
think
and then
it's
if she talks to you or makes you feel some type of way or shames you in a certain type of
I'll
way,
be like a fly in the room.
After
She won't
that-
even know I'm there.
But you know, let's not
I won't make
let's
a
not
sound.
even go any further because, anyways, I think when you hang out with celebrities and you choose to live that certain type of lifestyle, certain things
yes, certain exactly. You see
once
certain
it
things.
happens, you know, I think the guy is just being funny, you know, making this a court case. You can choose to work with this person by saying, you know what, I'm going to work with you, but this should never happen again.
but my
And this
question is,
person
what
can
is
say,
he
okay,
even trying to get
I'm
out of
paying
it?
you this money. I'm paying you. You know, you understand? There should be some sort of agreement. But yeah, with all that being said and done, we need to take a quick break. When we return, we'll be taking our main topic for tonight, and it's all about polygamy and living, living la vida loca. Yes, living a double life. Let's take the quick break. We'll be right back.